Welcome to the show radio. And now, here is your host, Andrew Alliance.
So right now I have Taryn from Merge VR who's going to talk about Merge VR. Welcome, Taryn. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited because I was supposed to talk to you guys during E3 2015, and that didn't happen, but I definitely wanted to reach out to you and your company to see what you guys, gals, were doing over there as a team, and just wanted to talk about Merge VR. So I guess first and foremost, just give me a little history because I'm fairly new to your company and what you guys are doing over there. So talk to me about that, and then we'll talk about some other things.
So Merge VR started, it was founded at the end of 2013. Our founder, Franklin Lyons, he really felt like the future of virtual reality was going to be mobile rather than having to have, be tethered and be strapped down to a computer and not being able to use it wherever you want. He just really felt like the future was in mobile. So he kind of set out to build this headset that he had in his mind, and he went and bought every single yoga mat you could ever imagine. And he tested all the different foams and thickness and the different materials and literally cut out and pieced together this headset to try and show his vision to, some other people he wanted to get on board. And it worked. Everybody that saw it was just blown away and thought like, this is an awesome thing, that you've got going here. And so that's kind of how it started. And after he got that going is when Google Cardboard came out. That actually wasn't out yet. And it was really one of the best things that could have happened because it was extremely validating. It was like, yeah, look, Google's saying the future is in mobile as well. So that really kind of helped set us forward and just keep us going. So that's kind of how it originally got started. And Franklin's vision is really consumer oriented. He wants to make sure that this mobile VR system, he wants to make it super simple, super easy for anyone to use and really accessible. And that's why it's made the way it is. And it's very durable and it's just very clear and simple to use.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely cool because I was obviously watching some of the videos that you guys have on your YouTube page, and I did see that it was a simple thing. It wasn't very, complicated to actually put together. The straps, even the overhead straps for the top was, you just 1, 2, and the strap is on, which was really cool. I like that. I like that it's very, very user-friendly, and I think that is going to, allow a lot of individuals to just jump into it. And the fact that you're not necessarily buying any additional hardware, besides the product itself, but you have your phone already, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think that feature is pretty neat. Okay, so why yoga foam? I mean, I guess I'm curious about that. What happened there?
He wanted something that was going to be extremely lightweight, flexible, comfortable, and durable. So
that's pretty cool.
That it makes sense. It can be. He didn't think that a VR headset needed to be something that costs an arm and a leg and you keep it in a glass box. This needs to be something that like the kids can toss on the couch or shove in their backpack and go. And so certainly that was a huge criteria with his development process.
Okay, are you a big VR person? Like based on what you've seen with the company and everything like that, and the future of VR. What's your take on that?
So yes, I personally am very intrigued by VR and all of the different things that it can offer. I think that there are so many neat directions that VR is going to go aside from just gaming. I think a lot of people just have gaming in mind when they think of it, but it's really can be used for, education and entertainment and other ways. And there's so many things already being developed and coming out that are so exciting. And I think that it's just going to change the way we do a lot of things. For instance, just a small example, I just read an article about a company, that's working on VR or 3D, 360-degree house tours. So it's like for real estate, instead of going to, having to go see the house. Maybe first you can look at it in virtual reality and then decide, hey, yeah, that looks like a place I really want to go check out.
Okay, so that definitely takes away from the travel, but it doesn't, but being there, right? Is definitely different than the actual VR. I'm surprised, actually.
Right, yeah. I think that there are benefits that VR can make things a lot easier.
in a lot of ways, and it extends beyond just that small example. There's training, you know, there's people who can do training remotely and not have to, if they're going to miss it otherwise, or not have to travel, you know, across the United States to go to a training session or something like that. They can watch in VR and learn that way.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So now this, you said 2013, and then, okay, so were you at E3 last year, 2014?
No, this was our first E3.
Okay, and how was that experience for you? Talk about that a little bit.
It was really exciting. We had a private meeting room, and we kind of had it scheduled out, and our schedule was full, and it was really good. We also had a lot of people just stop by. A few of us kind of stood outside of the room and did demos for people and talked through our product with a lot of people, and we just got, you know, great feedback. The whole E3 was just, you know, people were really impressed with our product, and several times they were like, where can I get this? When can I get this? So it was really exciting for us to have such a great result from our first time there.
Very cool. Okay, so talk about the headset itself, specs. I mean, you did talk about the foam already. So what are the, I guess, additional specs on it that we need to be aware of? And then we'll definitely talk about the controller as well.
Yeah, so the headset, you know, it's made of the high-end formulation. It's closed cell technology, so it's really easy to keep it clean. You just wipe it off and keep it clean. The lenses are adjustable for IPD detection, so, you know, everybody's face is certainly not the same. So you can adjust those lenses to make sure that the image is optimized for you. The head straps are adjustable, elastic. The top strap, you know, really helps make the headset the most comfortable it can be. It fits any phone, iPhone 5 or newer, and any Android device of the same time frame. It can fit all the way up to a 6 Plus, and it's got bumpers inside so that it can hold all phone sizes. Even if it's a smaller phone, it'll really hold it in place, keep it from sliding around. It's got anti-fog ventilation chambers, and it's also got ventilation chambers in the slot where the phone is inserted to keep the device from, you know, getting hot or anything like that. It's got the pop-out camera accessible portion for augmented reality, and they're really just super, super durable, lightweight, and comfortable, meant to be tossed casually around.
Very cool. So as far as like head fatigue, so we shouldn't worry about that? Like, because I know with headsets, I'm not saying like the VR, your product is a headset, but and in terms of things that you wear, like headgear and stuff like that, as far as like head fatigue, should we be concerned about that or not concerned about that when it comes to your product? No,
this is so lightweight. It's so lightweight and comfortable. That's the first thing everyone says when they take it off. They're like, Lee, that's so comfortable. It's so, you know, it's so squishy and lightweight, and I really like it. It's really something that everybody says. Okay, so now the VR portion of it, is it an app generated thing, or is it a program running on the phone? I guess I was definitely curious about that. Like, what's doing that feature? Yeah, so it's apps. We have a Merge Start portal, so that is also an app that you just download, and it's going to have curated content in it, but it'll really function like any app store. You know, you can go there, you can see kind of what's the latest and greatest, and you can browse through apps there and get them through the portal. And then you can also go there to view the apps that you have already. You can change between them while you're immersed in virtual reality. But there's also lots of apps already available. Our headset is compatible with all existing Google Cardboard apps. So any of those apps that are available can be downloaded and used with our headset. Awesome. Okay, so as far as the controller, what do you have for the controller? I know that's pretty hot too. Yeah, the controller is motion sensing, you know, Bluetooth controller. It works with any Apple or Android device as well, and it's got the traditional gamepad buttons as well as a forward and backward trigger button on the bottom, and then it's got a analog thumb slider. So it really allows you to do a lot of things with your hands while immersed in virtual reality. So you can interact with the virtual world around you. It can do anything from, you know, playing an instrument to using a sword or tennis racket. There's all kinds of different uses for it. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so as far as price points, you know, what are we looking at for your actual product? So the headset and the controller will be $129 when we go out on the market.
Okay. And how soon is that? How soon are we looking?
We will be in stores before holidays this year.
Okay. So September, October?
Before holidays this
Before
year.
holidays this year. Okay. All right, cool. All right, awesome.
No, the goal is October. That's the goal, to be out.
Okay. Anything that I should have asked you that I didn't ask you that you wish I asked you before we ended? Because I'm definitely going to wrap up. I definitely thank you for your time today, Taryn.
Yeah. No, I can't think of anything. We're just really excited. We're really excited to be able to, we think that our product is really going to be available and accessible for the mass market, the people who just are looking for simplicity and durability and, that aren't necessarily super familiar with VR already. And, this is something that anybody will be able to use pretty easily.
Awesome. Taryn, thank you so much for taking the time out to, talk about Merge VR. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
You're listening to The Show Radio. Visit our blog at theshowradio.info. Subscribe and rate us on iTunes at theshowradio.info/iTunes. The Show Radio.